high-speed pass. After completing a teardrop maneuver to align with the runway, the crew will accelerate to 300 knots per hour, demonstrating the rapid strategic capability of the airplane. The C-17 design includes a modern computerized glass cockpit, heads-up displays at both pilot stations, and advanced cargo handling system, allowing it to operate with a crew half the size of current aircraft in deployment today. Only 3 crew members are required to fly the C-17. The aircraft's advanced design allows it to accomplish its entire mission with this minimum crew. The aircraft is currently in a 60-degree bank. The pilots are looking towards the runway to align the aircraft with the runway for its first pass. Despite its immense size, notice how quiet the C-17 is while passing show center. This gives the Globemaster a tactical advantage while flying low over hostile territory and is also environmentally friendly. The C-17 provides a direct delivery capability that combines the intercontinental cargo carrying capabilities of large aircraft such as the C-5 Galaxy and C-141 Starlifter, with a short runway capability of the much smaller C-130 Hercules. It can routinely land on runways only 3,000 feet long. 4 Pratt & Whitney F-117 engines power the C-17. These are the same engines used on the Boeing 757. Each engine delivers over 40,000 pounds of thrust. This amount of thrust allows the Globemaster III to carry over 170,000 pounds of cargo. The range of the C-17 with this amount of cargo is 2,400 miles. However, the C-17 can reach anywhere in the world non-stop using its air refueling capability. As the aircraft passes, please notice the wing leading edge slats and large powered lift wing flaps. These devices change the shape of the C-17 wing and are the key to its low final approach speed, enabling this aircraft to land and stop in short distances. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, the C-17 slow speed pass. This aircraft currently weighs almost 500,000 pounds. That's right, folks, 500,000 pounds. And this airplane is flying just under 90 miles an hour. That's a lot slower than probably many of you are going to be driving home this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, the C-17-3 Globemaster. Go-run maneuver using maximum power to demonstrate its ability to depart an airport where enemy resistance is suspected. The C-17 will now maneuver to show its ability to fly at slow speeds and demonstrate its advanced aerodynamics in action. The aircraft is performing a series of steep bank turns to maneuver for a low-speed pass and circle over the airfield. The C-17 routinely performs low levels at 300 feet above ground at 300 knots. Once again, the C-17 is currently banked at 60 degrees. At 300 feet above ground, the wingtips are only 220 feet off the ground. In case you're wondering how large this aircraft is, the wingspan, that's wingtip to wingtip, is about half the length of a football field. The tail is over 5 stories tall. Empty, the C-17 weighs almost 280,000 pounds, but with maximum cargo and fuel loaded, that gross weight rises to over 500,000 pounds. Notice the upturned wingtips or winglets. These decrease aerodynamic drag and increase fuel economy. To give you a better idea of the aircraft's overall size, those winglets are over 9 feet tall. The aircraft is extremely agile at both high and low speeds, making it easy to operate in any tactical situation, including the combat delivery capability of paratrooper or heavy equipment airdrop. The aircraft is once again in a 60-degree bank, pulling 2 Gs to maintain level flight. The C-17 uses a quadruple redundant fly-by-wire system to run its flight controls. The fly-by-wire system means the aircraft's flight controls are electronically operated by inputs from the control sticks. There are 4 separate flight control computers, each of which can manage the entire system by itself. The computers continuously monitor the flight controls and each other. If there are any problems, they automatically work around the disabled system. In addition to these features, the C-17 still has a mechanical backup. The aircraft is maneuvering to demonstrate a full flap approach to a simulated short field runway. This is the C-17's bread and butter. This short field capability allows the C-17 Globemaster III to land at over 6,000 more airfields worldwide and currently available to the C-141 Starlifter, C-5 Galaxy, and commercial wide-body aircraft. In fact, during the NATO peacekeeping mission to Bosnia, C-17 crews airlifted nearly one-half of the total cargo in only one-fourth of the missions, while boasting an impressive 96% reliability rate. Ladies and gentlemen, I challenge you to find me another heavy that can do this. The C-17 you see today weighs almost 400,000 pounds. On final, its speed is approximately 120 miles per hour. As the pilots approach the landing zone, they are referencing those heads-up displays. Those heads-up displays ensure a more accurate and ensured landing in the landing zone. Approaching the end of the runway, the crew is simulating arrival to an airfield with hostile forces nearby. This approach tactic can also be used from very high altitude to avoid enemy fire. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, the C-17 tactical arrival. The pilots are now applying maximum brakes and applying full reverse thrust. The spoilers have been deployed. Demonstrating a capability limited to very few aircraft, the ability to routinely back under its own power. Ground maneuverability is extremely important when space is limited for offload operations on a day-to-day basis. The maneuvers you have seen here today are representative of those flown by our operational air crews every single day as they provide the highly responsive and flexible airlift capability for America. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's demonstration of the C-17 Globemaster III and just some of its unique capabilities. On behalf of the men and women of the United States Air Force, the Air Force Reserve Command, the West Coast Demo Team, and the March Air Reserve Base, we thank you for being with us today. We hope you enjoyed this brief look at the C-17 Globemaster III, United States Air Force's core airlifter and workforce, providing rapid global mobility for America, today, tomorrow, and throughout the 21st century.
And thank you very much indeed.